This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome to Isha Training Solutions. Welcome everybody for AppDynamics Demo session today. Hope my voice is audible to everyone. My screen is also visible to everyone. So basically, what we are going to see today is that we are going to see um, in this course journey what are all the topics that we are going to learn, and we'll get to know app dynamics in what way it is really helpful for us to do the bottleneck identification, infrastructure monitoring, in what way it is going to help us. That is what we are going to see today. Basically, we'll cover the course content because we wanted to understand in this entire course journey what are all the different flavor of information that we are going to learn. Okay, so I'll quickly move on to the content. So we'll learn about what are APM tools, because first of all, uh, uh, we need to get that understanding. What are all the tools that are available in the industry, and in that, how different app dynamics tool and little information about other tools as well. We are going to get it, and why APM tools are required to be learned by performance testers. I would say not only performance testers, anybody can learn, but mostly it is oriented towards performance testers. But nowadays, in the recent trends, what I could understand, uh, developers can use it, performance engineers can use it, system support engineers can use it. Like that, everybody can use this tool. Okay, so we are going to learn about that as well. And then introduction about AppDynamics tool. AppDynamics tool, um, what components are there? Okay, say this SaaS model and on-premises model means there are two deployment models that are available in AppDynamics that we are going to learn it. And then I'll explain a little about the architecture also. The AppDynamics architecture and information also we will see. And then the major the learning of AppDynamics is starting from the agent configuration related things only. Okay, so first we should have that understanding whether we are going to be like a AppDynamics admin or AppDynamics professional. Okay, AppDynamics admin or AppDynamics professional. So what we are doing here in this course content, we are going to get the combination of all. Okay, combination of all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to um, tell you like installation of the agent. Okay, installation of the agent. Say different agent configuration, and then how the data is actually coming back to your AppDynamics account. Okay, and in AppDynamics, how you are going to read through those metric and then get the performance issues. That is a journey. Okay, installation, configuration, data extraction, and then bottleneck identification. So we are going to see all those things only. Okay, we are not going to only see after configuration part. No, we are going to see everything in sequence. Okay, from the configuration till the data reporting, all those things only we are going to see. Okay, so as part of that learning, what I am going to do, this entire course journey is a practical oriented learning. Okay, so that is the reason what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain you application configuration. Okay, say like I have two applications, sample applications with me. Okay, one is Apache Tomcat server deployed JPEG store Java application. Okay, one Java application deployed on top of Apache Tomcat server. Okay, and then one Node.js uh, server deployed application called uh, uh, you can use that application as a retail based application. Okay, so two applications that we are going to learn as part of this course journey. Both the application dump I will share with you guys. Okay, so it is easy for you to deploy it in your machine. Okay, deploy it in your machine, and then you can configure it and get the metric. So there are two applications we are going to do. One is maybe I will write it down. One application is a Java application. Okay, that application is a Jmeter store application. I'm going to deploy on top of the Apache Tomcat server. Okay. Next one is a Node.js application. Okay. That application name is actually Express Car. Okay, Node.js server deployed application. Okay. So these two application level data we are going to learn. Okay, two application we are going to learn. Okay, that is application agent. In AppDynamics, that is called as application agent. Okay, application agent, two different types we are going to learn. That is what I mentioned here. Application agent. Okay. Similarly, AppDynamics is having one more server monitoring agent concept. Okay, they'll also call that as machine agent. Okay, machine agent. In that we are going to learn about Windows Server uh, machine agent, how we are going to monitor a Windows server and then try to understand CPU related, memory related, disk related, all those information, how we are going to collect it. Okay, so machine agent also we are going to learn like how to do the installation, how the data is actually coming to your AppDynamics, and how we are going to infer whether it is a CPU related problem or memory related problem, like that also we are going to learn. Okay, next one is we are going to learn about database agent. Okay, database agent. Okay, in that also we are going to learn about two databases. Okay, one is MySQL database. Okay, another one is MongoDB. Two databases we are going to learn. Okay, two database type we are going to learn. So database agent also MySQL DB monitoring and then MongoDB monitoring we are going to learn. And then the next agent is actually user experience agent. Okay, user experience agent. So what is user experience agent means? So this is very important, guys. Important agent because uh, those who are doing performance testing. Okay, I'll ask a question in this forum. Those who are doing performance testing, in your report, do you guys are maintaining a user experience or end user experience metric? Anybody is providing that user experience or end user experience metric in your performance testing report? Anybody? Anybody is doing performance testing in this forum? Performance testers in this forum?
Yes, sir.
Hi, hi, sir.
Uh, Actually, I'm doing performance testing.
Huh.
Uh,
In your team, you guys are providing end user experience or real user monitoring or browser level metric. You guys are providing.
no, sir.
No. So that's the reason I'm saying this agent is very, 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 very important because we are not providing. We are not providing those metric using the performance testing tool. Okay. So I'll bring that understanding. Okay. So say like I have browser. Okay, this is my browser. Okay, I have my physical servers. Physical servers means my web server, app server, and my DB server. Okay, web server, app server, DB server. Okay, so what will I do? I'll launch my application. My application will give a request. That request will go to my physical server. My physical server will respond back, and my browser will receive the data. Okay, this is what is typically happening in real world, right? Real world, this is what is happening. In real world, when you are launching something in your browser, the browser will give the request to your physical server. Physical servers will process the data, and then it will respond back to the browser, and the browser will display the content. This is what is in a real world. This is what is happening. Okay, in a real world, this is what is happening. Say like I'm using a performance testing tool for script capture. I'm using a performance testing tool. Okay, script capturing purpose. So all the performance testing tool will be man in the middle. It is like a proxy server, right? So it is standing in the middle. It is standing in the middle. Say like you use Jmeter or you use LoadRunner, whatever the tool. Okay. So it is a man in the middle. You are going to use it for script capturing. So similar thing. Your browser will be launched. Your browser will be launched, and the request will be going to your physical server. In the meantime, what will happen? The tool will take the copy of your request. Okay, the tool will take the copy of your request. Tool will take it. Okay, and then it will send the request to your physical server. And physical server will process the request, and then it will send the request back. That time, what tool will do? It will take the copy of your response also. It will take the copy of your response. Copy of your response. And then it will send back the response to your browser. This is what is typically happening in the recording phase. Using performance testing tool, I know every performance tester will realize like what they are doing in their regular activity. When they are recording the traffic, this is what is happening. So the browser is sending the data, your tool is capturing the copy of the request, and then it is sending the data to your physical server, and then the physical server will respond back. The tool will again capture the copy of the response, and then it will send back to the browser. This is what is typically happening in the recording phase. I'll take a pause here. Anybody have any question till now? Any performance testers? Anybody is having any question in this? No. So recording completed. What we will do, we will require to do a replay, and then do the customization of the script, right? During the replay, what will happen? This entire layer will not be there. This entire layer will not be there at all. This entire layer will not be there. What tool will do? The tool is already having a copy of the request. The tool is already having the copy of the request. What tool will do? This request will be, it is sending to your physical server. This request will be sending to your physical server. Okay. And then the request is actually processed by your physical server. And then it will send the response. It will send the response back to your front end. That time what will happen? The tool is already having a copy of the response. Now it is having one more response. So what tool will do? It will compare the recorded response with the replayed response. If it is same, it will say pass. If it is not same, it will say fail. That is what is really happening in the replay phase. I'll repeat again. The tool is having the copy of the request. It will send the request to the physical server. The physical server process the request, and it will send back the response. The tool is already having one copy of the response, and the current response will be compared with the already available response. If both are same, it will say pass. If it is not same, it will say fail. Okay, everybody understand this concept? Okay, so in this case, what is actually missing, guys? What is really missing in this case? Anybody can say? What is really missing in this entire explanation? Your browser and browser related data is actually missing. Okay, your browser related data is actually missing because tool is only handling everything. There is no browser concept at all. There is no browser concept at all. So because of this reason, your page painting, page rendering, your browser related metrics are missing in this performance testing tools. Performance testing tools are not providing the end user or user experience metric. So that is the reason I'm saying this AppDynamics tool and all very important, because those are providing your end user metric. Those are providing your end user metric. Hope everybody is clear with this concept. And now somebody can argue with me like, sir, who mentioned like that tools are not providing? There is a tool called LoadRunner. Okay, the tool called LoadRunner. In that tool, there is a protocol called TrueClient that is actually providing the uh, round trip time only, sir. It is actually combined of browser metric, but this is also not the true representation of your what we are expecting. Okay, what we are expecting is a pure browser related content loading time. All those things only we are expecting. This TrueClient protocol is not the true representation of what we are seeing. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you. Say like everybody take a look of this page. Okay, this is our Isha Training Solutions website. Isha Training Solutions website. This is the website. Okay, so what I'm doing, this image is there, right? Right click and then copy image address. Okay, right click and then copy image address. Say like I copied the image address. So if I go to the browser and then enter that value and then click enter, what is happening, guys, here? What is happening here? Anybody can say? What is happening if I paste this URL and then click enter? This image is actually loading in the center. This image is actually loading in the center. But look at the place where it is available. It is there in somewhere in the left corner. It is there in the left corner. But when you are individually calling that URL, it is coming to the center. It is coming to the center, and the image size also bigger than the what is there in the original page. So like this only your load testing tools are capturing the URL. Okay, your load testing tools are capturing the URL of the static content. When you are entering, it will only load the content, that's all, but it will not provide the page rendering, page painting. What is a page rendering, page painting? Means this image at what x-axis, y-axis it should be, at what size it should be. Those relevancy is not there when you are trying to load the content using the performance testing tool. Performance testing tool will not think about the page rendering, page painting, where it has to be loaded, those things and all, and it will only give you a plain loading of the content, So all these are missing in your performance testing tool. That is the reason we are moving on to this concept called these APM tools. In that we are going to learn about AppDynamics APM tool. So in that, as I explained, like we are going to do a application user experience monitoring. Okay, that is for the Java application. Okay, Java application we are going to do the user experience monitoring also. We are going to do that learning also. We are going to have it. So as far as the learning is concerned, what we are doing, we are going to learn two application agent, one machine agent, two DB agent, one user experience agent. So we are as part of the, I told you, right, whether you are going to learn about admin role or you are going to learn about professional role, it is a combination. We are going to learn about all these different variety of agents, and also we are going to learn about those concepts. Okay, how the data is coming, how we are going to investigate, how we are going to identify the bottleneck, all those things we are going to learn as part of this course journey. And we are also going to learn about alerts and response. Okay, so what is that alerts and response? Nowadays every tool is expected to have a alerting mechanism. Yeah, alerting mechanism, how we are going to alert if the threshold is breached, if the respective SLA reached, what we are going to do, we are going to alert the end user saying like there is a problem. So that concept is called as alerts and response. In AppDynamics we are going to learn how a mail trigger will happen, how a thread dump trigger, how we are going to do that, those things we are going to learn. Okay, so in AppDynamics, this concept is comes under policies, health rules, and then actions. Okay, policy, you are going to create a policy. Health rule is nothing but we are going to set the health rule. CPU this much, memory this much, response time this much, like that. We are going to create a health rule, and then action. Once the health rule is breached, what action you wanted to alert it? Either you wanted to trigger a mail or either you wanted to trigger a thread dump. That is what we are going to do as part of this course. And we are also going to trigger heap dump using AppDynamics. Okay, so in this course what I will do, I'm going to tell you how to trigger heap dump, how to trigger thread dump, how to read heap dump, how to read thread dump, like that we are going to learn. Okay, usually in my performance engineering course only I usually cover these things, but for APM tool learners also we are going to cover that. Okay, we are going to learn about heap dump, we are going to learn about thread dump as well. Okay, and we are going to learn about the dashboards and reports. Okay, how to create a dashboard, what are all the different metrics that we can add it in dashboard, and then in what way we are going to use that dashboard to find the different performance bottleneck in different layer, either an infrastructure layer or a DB layer or application layer, like that. We are going to learn about that as well. We are going to learn about that as well. Okay, so that is the another thing. And then issue debugging. There is a concept called call graph. In AppDynamics, there is a concept called call graph. With that call graph, say like if we are doing a load testing with some 30 user or 50 user, like that time the metric collected by AppDynamics. In that case, we are going to use this call graph option. Using the call graph option, how am I going to investigate? That is what we are going to see. There are two types of call graphs are there: partial call graph and full call graph. So I'll explain how partial call graph can be explained, how the full call graph can be explained, like that we will see. And then one more important concept available in AppDynamics, which is called as metric browser. Metric browser means all your metric in a single common browser that is available. So how you will merge one metric with the other metric and then identify the performance bottleneck. That is a metric browser feature available in AppDynamics. We are going to learn that. And this AppDynamics is also having a REST API concept. Say like you can extract and export the data from AppDynamics to outside the world. Okay, using the Postman. Okay, I'll explain that as well. How Postman tool can be used to export the data from metric browser to, or export the data from AppDynamics to outside the world. That is also we are going to learn. And I am going to explain how AppDynamics can be integrated with LoadRunner, how AppDynamics can be integrated with the Jmeter. When we are running the test in LoadRunner, when we are running the test in Jmeter, how the data is actually coming to AppDynamics, how you can differentiate the normal traffic and also performance testing tool traffic. Like that we are going to learn. And baselining concept, there is a baseline concept, 1 week baseline or 1 month baseline, or how we are going to baseline the data, how we are going to compare the baseline data with the current data. That learning also we are going to do that. and then tips and tricks, how you can easily identify the performance bottleneck, and then real world example. I am going to explain the real world example also out of my experience, whatever the different issues that I faced, right? And then question and answer. All these are the course content that we are going to cover as part of this learning. I'll take a pause here. Anybody have any question till now?
Yeah, hi, Raju here.
Hi, bro.
I'm very new to the app monitoring, so I just worked on the server infrastructure monitoring. I've
Yeah.
started learning for this app monitoring. Client is looking for through the AppD, so I just looking for your course. Will it cover complete like uh, infra as well as app monitoring in this course?
Yeah. That is what app infra is nothing but your, that is what I mentioned, the Windows servers. Okay. So
Yeah,
app
only
monitoring we are going
window.
to cover. Yeah, app monitoring we are going to cover two flavors. Okay,
Mhm.
your Java application and Node.js application we are going to cover.
Okay.
Okay.
Even for the Linux servers also, it is similar to the
Yeah.
Windows.
Whatever we are going to explain, that is a similar procedure only. Okay. So if you wanted to explain that during the session, I'll do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Linux configuration also I'll explain. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Sure. Any further question, guys?
Yeah, hi, Abbas here. Good morning.
Hi, Abbas. Good morning.
Uh, you said about two databases, MongoDB and SQLDB. So are those two DBs are used for this installing the agents and uh, using the
Yeah.
AppD?
Yeah, Abbas. So I'll explain you. Usually that is not actually part of your learning, but I'll explain like how to install these DBs. Okay, and then how to configure those, and then how the data can be exported. So in
Okay,
that
so
way,
but generally, in general, the clients will be using both the DB or only one DB is utilized
no,
for
no, no,
AppD?
no, one only. No, this is not about AppD. This is about your application which is having database. That
Oh, I see.
application database, how we are going to monitor using AppDynamics.
Oh, I see. I thought that the AppD requires an database to install and keep
Those
the
are all
data.
inbuilt. Those are all inbuilt. MySQL, yeah.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So here,
Hello.
for
Hello,
benefit of
sir.
everybody, yeah, Manish.
Yeah, so hello everyone. Yeah, so I'm Manish and I'm new to AppDynamics. Actually, sir, I want to know that I think this training is based on the SaaS environment, I think.
Yeah, correct.
So I'm also interested in the on-premises services. So, sir, can you try to correlate these things like on
See,
on-premises?
I'll tell you. The installation part only different in the on-premises. Only thing is there is a concept called enterprise console. Okay, the enterprise console software, that is also a dump file only. Okay, that file you are going to install it in your machine where you wanted to install AppDynamics. That time what will happen, it will install your controller, event services. During the architecture explanation I'll explain that, Manish, don't worry. Okay, I'm just, since you asked the question, I'm explaining this. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
controller event services will be automatically installed in the machine. That's all. Once you are installing that enterprise console, end of the installation, what will happen, one URL will be automatically generated. Okay, that URL and the SaaS URL both are same. Only thing, in on-premises, you are going to install that in a machine. SaaS based, you are going to get the URL directly from the vendor. That is the only difference. Other than that, you are not going to do much in the on-premises or much in the SaaS model. You are getting the point, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
During the session also, I'll explain what is exactly different. what is the configuration, what is the even your architectural difference, all those things we will discuss once. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, thank you.
Yeah, Raju again. Added to that, to Manish request, like, can we install it on the local machine, like on premises, the controller for testing purpose in
We
our
can,
own lab?
Raju, I'll tell you, AppDynamics nowadays they are not providing the on-premises version of the license. Okay, once you are a banking customer or insurance customer where you are showing a potential interest that you will be converted into a licensed user, that time only they'll give that license. That too on the request basis only. You cannot straight away get the license for AppDynamics and on-prem. They stopped actually for more than 1.3 years. They stopped. Okay, so every, not only AppDynamics, I'm saying every APM tool vendors, they are only providing the SaaS model license only nowadays. Okay, on-premises license they stopped. Maybe if you are install, you can install also, but end of the day you cannot do monitoring because you don't have license. Clear, Raju?
Oh, okay. Yep, clear.
So
For
I'm
any,
saying this is, I'm saying not only for AppDynamics, even Dynatrace started doing that. They are not providing the on-premises version of the learning license. They are not providing. They stopped providing that. That too, you have to send the mail that you are a potential customer. You are going to provide revenue for them. That time only they are
Mhm.
providing free POC license for on-premises. Other than that, they encourage every customer to go to SaaS model only. Every customer. They are
Okay.
always talking about the SaaS model implementation only. That too, now also you in their web page there will be a contact us option will be there, right? If you are
Mhm.
contacting them, not only AppDynamics, you or your Dynatrace or Neuralink, any APM tool that we are, Neuralink is only having SaaS model. Don't think about the on-premises at all. But this these two tools, Dynatrace and AppDynamics, having the combination of SaaS and on-premises, right? They are encouraging to use the SaaS only nowadays. They stopped investing more on on-premises version. But these banking customers and insurance customers are more keen on data security, data vulnerability, right? That is the reason they are
Yeah.
providing the option to those customers alone. Other than that, they are only supporting SaaS version. Okay.
Okay. Yep. If we want to test it or want to use, we can use that demo, like the 15 days, like
Yeah, yeah.
session
Correct.
or the instance, we can get it, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
So, thanks.
Yeah, actually, what is mean by this on-premises? I mean, something you are saying, right? The terminology.
Yeah, Pragadishwaran, that is what on-premises means. Say, like you are working in a banking organization. Okay, the banking
Mm-hmm.
organization people will always think about no, my data should not go out. The
Mm-hmm.
SaaS model means it is a software as a service, right? So somebody will
Yeah,
own the infrastructure, somebody will have the data, and you will only use the URL, username, password, and then you are going to use the service alone. Okay, software service
perfect.
alone
Yeah,
you are going to. So what
yeah.
banking customer will think, in that case, no, my data is going out of my firewall or what? No, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
encourage that. You
Mm-hmm.
have all my data inside my firewall itself. That is called as on-premises. On-premises itself, they will have which means that you will maintain the infrastructure, you will maintain everything. Only the licensing will be provided by the vendor. Okay, only the
Got it.
license will be provided with the vendor. Infrastructure, data archival, data backup, everything will be handled by you. That is on-premises.
Got it.
SaaS model means everything will be handled by the vendor. You will only enjoy the service, but you will pay for everything. You will
Got it.
pay for license. You will pay for infrastructure. You will pay for whatever the activity that are dependent. You are going to pay for it. Only you are going to enjoy the service. That is a SaaS model. So
Like
what?
cloud. Got it.
Yeah, which is there in the cloud. So what I'm
Yeah.
recently experiencing, this banking and insurance customers are interested towards this on-premises installation. Retail-based
Mm-hmm.
customers are very interested towards SaaS model because their data storage is very, very high. The retail-based
Mm-hmm.
customers, their daily
Mm-hmm.
data storage will be very, very high. But think about if you are owning the infrastructure for APM, you need to
Mm-hmm.
invest lot of money for machines itself, storage itself.
Exactly.
So what
Yeah.
retail-based customers are thinking, no, I don't want to spend that much of money. I don't want to take that headache at all. I'm going to give that headache to the vendor itself. I'm going to only enjoy the benefit. So
Yeah.
retail-based customers are moving towards SaaS model. You are getting the point,
Got
right?
it. Got it. Got it.
So
Thank you so much. Yeah.
yeah, okay. So that is the reason, guys. Nowadays, I saw one of the insurance customer. Okay, recently I'm saying, okay, one of the insurance customer, they themselves started moving towards the SaaS model, because what they are saying, you provide a private cloud to me, and then I will use that. So that is nowadays flexible options that are available. All the flexible options that are available. So it is up to
Got
the vendor non-disclosure agreement, NDA signed between these two people, and then how the data
Yeah.
is going to be maintained. So it is up to the vendor or up to the customer to choose whether I want on-premises version or I wanted to have a SaaS version. But I'm going to explain both the explanation. I'm going to explain what is the benefits, what is the disadvantage. In that, we are going to see the SaaS model version of the entire course. Okay.
Got it. Got it.
Any more further question, guys? So I'm the one who is taking the Dynatrace New Relic performance engineering session in Isha as well. So what I usually do is that, like, whenever we are learning these tools, I'll provide a comparative understanding what is available in AppDynamics, what is not available in other tools, in what way AppDynamics is best when compared to the other tools, and I'll also explain certain performance engineering concepts over the journey. Okay, say like during this itself, I told you heap dump analysis, thread dump analysis. I told you, right? Likewise, we are going to learn about garbage collection understanding also. There is one particular session I'll explain garbage collection understanding also. So it is all combination of learnings, tool level learning, conceptual learning, that we are going to have it in this course journey. Okay, so those who are interested in this course journey, means that we are going to join this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir. This is Kumar sir number 8019924227. I'll paste this link also in the chat. Okay, you guys can take it, and then this is our this you can talk to Kumar sir 8019924227, and this is actually a weekday session, Monday to Friday, weekday session, and the same time slot, 8 to 9 Indian time, correspondingly in other locations as well. 8 to 9 a.m. Indian time that we are going to have this session, purely a weekday session, 1 hour of session every day, and probably 15 plus sessions that we are planning to have it. And this session will be recorded, and we'll share this video every day in a YouTube playlist. We will share this videos. That will be a lifetime access for you people. You can have it, you can continue your learning this. So those who are interested to proceed further, you can reach out to Kumar. Number is 8019924247. We will we are planning to start our session from tomorrow, based on the students inquiry, and based on the students those who are going to join. Accordingly, we will plan the day one. So if you are not having further questions, thanks everybody for joining today's demo session. Thanks all for providing me this opportunity to share my knowledge. We will continue the same thing during our entire course journey. Thanks everybody. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.